You're in the right place at the right time. You are on TMC, the Moral Compass. Hey, man, listen, we got a star-studded cast tonight. We've got Margaret Rocart, a.k.a. Elizabeth Dennis. We've got Carmen in the house. We've got Tanisha Mazik. We've got Rachel. We've got some more people that's supposed to be coming. But it's live in here tonight, y'all.
Yes.
Hey. Show number 56. It's the 56th show. I want to thank all of you that have been tuning in because you guys have been giving me great support. This is show number 56. And so, hey, we're about to kick it off. We're going to go ahead and get started. The title of the show, give you the title. My English teacher not watching because she'll say, you didn't do the subject. You forgot the subject. 5 things that I hate. Everybody has something they hate. 5 things that I hate. So we're going to talk about the things we hate. We're going to go around and we're going to discuss them. And I'm going to go ahead and run the promo, and we'll be right back with the show. Here's the promo. We want to thank the alien, the extraterrestrial, for being on the turntables for us. That's right, we got it going on. We got ET on the turntables. Y'all saw ET phone home. ET phone home. We got him on turntable. But my friend Barry Dingle from Cross, South Carolina, has already chimed in. And Barry Dingle wants to let all you ladies know. He said, I don't know any of them, so tell them I act up. That's right, Barry. I'm going to tell him you act up. Barry said he act up. So
Okay.
Okay, Barry. It's all right. I'm just glad you're tuning in, man. That's my homeboy down in Cross. We used to work together. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you a little story real quick. Funny. Barry used to do all the delivery driving, and he was training me. And so this will let you know my age too. A new tape was coming out, a tape. So we had to so I convinced him to stop by the mall so we can get the tape. So we both got out the company truck, and when we got the company truck, the door locked. He said, "Cornell, did you get the key?" I said, "No, you got the key." I locked the keys in the truck at the mall. We ain't supposed to be at the mall. Barry chased me around the truck until he got tired, until he realized he wasn't gonna catch me because I was running unfair, and I didn't want him to kill me. And we finally got back in the truck. And I don't think he talked to me for about 3 or 4 miles. Yeah, we got something to eat, but yeah, Barry's a good friend. That's my buddy, old Barry. Tonight we have Margaret Rocart, Elizabeth Dennis, Carmen. We've got Tanisha Mazik, and we've got Rachel down at the bottom corner with us. Rachel Hickman, all good people, and we're gonna talk about the things we hate. The things we hate. First of all, did everyone have a good day today?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody had a good day. Awesome. awesome. I had an awesome day too. And this is like the creme de la creme, the strawberry on, not the strawberry, but the cherry on top of the Sunday for me is now I get to sit down with you guys and we get to talk about the things that we hate. Now I'm gonna start with Carmen, and I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do, Carmen. Because you were here yesterday. Carmen was here yesterday for the show today. So I'm gonna start with you, Carl, because you on time. You here before me. Barry's laughing about that. Barry's laughing about the story I told, But I can tell the story now because neither one of us work for the company and we can't get fired. So that's not really snitching. So there's a snitch limitation. There's a snitch limitation. And Rachel know one of my favorite words is won't snitch. And there's a snitch limitation. So we're gonna start with you, Carmen. We're gonna let you say your number one. Then we're gonna discuss it and then go around the room just like that.
Okay, so my name is Carmen. I know it's been said that, just a habit. So the first thing I have on mine is drivers, South Carolina drivers. I have drivers that gets behind you and then they quickly, once you're doing a normal speed, they're right behind you. Then they get from behind you, get in front of you to make a right turn. Sometimes they turn on their blinkers, sometimes they don't. And I'm like, you're a few minutes away, or even just a few speeds or whatever away. But to do that, to get around just to make that turn, like you really couldn't wait. It just irks me. They do it all the time. Whether they turn a signal on or not, it's annoying. I really can't stand it.
Anybody else have that problem?
All the time.
Driving in general. I can't stand it.
And you know what? It's funny. I'm gonna say it's prophetic. That's the reason why I wrote this show. But the things I hate, because I wrote this show because somebody got in front of me. They went around me like Too Fast, Too Furious, and got in front of me like driving Miss Daisy. And so I had to hit my brakes, and I was furious with them. And then that's what they did. They turned off. And that is the reason I wrote the show. It's prophetic. It's prophetic.
The thing about me, Cornell, is with me being in different states all the time, I've been keeping a tally of the drivers in different states. So I get to judge what state has the worst drivers. I really thought Atlanta was bad.
Oh.
Philly is worse.
Philly is worse, huh?
Philly is worse. I don't think nobody topped Philly yet. Nobody.
I believe it. You remember how many accident calls we got for the hospital in Philly for now?
Oh yeah.
All the people in that car accidents out in Philly needing to see the orthopedist because they broke a bone in the car accident.
That's right. A lot of them car accidents in Philly. We sure did. Kimberly Elliott is chiming. She said, "Oh my God, I hate that." Kimberly Elliott said she hates it. Barry Dingle says to you, Carmen, sounds like she done been in some accidents. Oh, Barry already started.
No, I do slow down when they get in front of me. I can tell when someone wants to get from behind me, in front of me, and turn off. So yeah, sometimes I have to press my brakes.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's right. All right, and so Carmen's first one. She hates those drivers that go fast to get in front of you and then slow down to make a right turn. They could have just waited. They could have just waited. All right. We're gonna go to you next, Miss Rachel.
So my number one pet peeve might be a little more, I guess, work related. See, in my line of work, whenever we have assignments, we claim them and we work on them. We do what we need to do. And we get people who like to claim like 3 or 4 time sensitive assignments at 4:30 in the afternoon, knowing dang on well they're off the next day. So they don't get done for like 3 or 4 days. I can't stand it. If you're not going to be on the next day, don't be claiming no assignments that need to be in with time sensitive or at all. Take your name off of it. Let someone else take it. You just in the way at that point.
Biting off more than you can chew. Anybody else had coworkers that do that? Bite off more than they can chew, hide the work. You got to find out something about Miss Jones or Mr. Green, and you don't know what's going on. I know people don't call me and tell me something. I said, well, do you call them when they come back? Because they ain't here. That's probably why I ain't working that place no more. And Kimberly Elliott says, we work together, so I feel her. Yeah, I tell them right. I ain't going down the rabbit hole now. If you don't leave no note, I'm not gonna be looking all over the place. I'm not gonna be looking. Ashley Graham said yes. Tell him, Ray. You know. So yeah, I lie. If you getting a discount, I tell them call back and get your discount later. You ain't getting your discount today. Ray, you know, Carmen ain't here. Carmen took the notes with her. Leave me alone. That's what I'm gonna tell them. Don't bother me. I'm not going crazy. That's right. I remember I called somebody called one time. And I remember when I first got the iCall, you try to answer every phone. Hi, this is Cornell. How can I help you today? And people were really nice because I had a different job. You know, my job was, I forgot what my job was, but it wasn't collection. My job was just servicing them. And they were like, I'm so happy with my direct TV. Can I get HBO? And I was like, sure. And then when that thing switched to collections, oh boy. Y'all cut my service off. You beep 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 beep. Cuss me out. And you know what I do? I leave them down the phone and go walk to the break room and make me some coffee. They're on the phone now. I'll go walk to the break room and make me some coffee. I'll get some at the snack machine. I'll stop and talk to Cardo. Chill out for a little while over there and get back. And they should just be finishing up that good cursing out that they're doing to me. And then I'll say, can you pay that balance today, sir? Can you?
Only everything else but the child of God.
Everything but it. Go ahead, girl. Say it now. You call me everything but a child of God. Barry Dingle said, sounds like she worked for the government. Can she find my taxes and my stimmy? So Barry want to know, Rachel, if you work for the government, he said, can you find his taxes and his stimmy? He want his stimmy.
I can't even find my taxes.
Send it to Cross.
They're hiding from me too.
Barry, you get that stimmy, man. We gonna get some fish. Get some fish sandwich, something like that. Tanisha Mazik, what is the thing that you hate the most?
I could go on and on, but one thing that is a pet peeve of mine, it always has been something I've hated since I was younger, is don't underestimate my intelligence. That is something that it gets under my skin. And a perfect example, a couple weeks ago, my car died. Of course, when you get your tax money and your stimulus money, all that, something major is going to happen. It just does. That's just life. So we got our first stimulus.
Expensive.
And my car breaks down. So I had to get my car fixed. Now, my dad taught me everything I know about a car. I can change my own oil if I wanted to. I can go change my own brakes if I wanted to. I know a lot. I'm not no mechanic by far, but I know a lot about a vehicle. And for two, I'm a nerd, so I can Google everything, and I know what I'm talking about and what I'm looking for.
Right.
So going to the mechanic shop, they talk to me like I'm a girl, you know, and that's like a cliche thing, but that's how they talk to you. Don't underestimate my intelligence. Don't treat me like I don't know what you're talking about. If I don't know, I'm going to ask you, but don't automatically assume that I don't know what you're talking about and I don't understand what you're saying. Because once I start talking, you'll know and find out very quickly I know what I'm talking about. So I hate that. That's one thing I hate. Don't underestimate my intelligence.
How y'all guys feel about that? Don't underestimate your intelligence. Anybody got a little side story?
I feel her on that. I actually, I can't stand it. Don't talk to me like I haven't been here before, because I've been here before. You know,
definitely.
You don't know what I know. I don't know what you know. So you just talk to me like you would talk to your buddy over there, and let's see how far we can get with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they think, you know, her since her face, she looks very youthful, they think they can take advantage of her with the vehicle.
Yeah, I know how I feel having a pretty face and being a sex symbol. I get the same thing. I know how that feels. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rachel, how do you feel about that? We used to get that a lot. They treat us like we-
100% agree. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we used to get that a lot.
Especially, it's even worse like when it's someone who's supposed to be above you and they still don't know what they're talking about,
Oh yeah.
and they want to come in there and be like, "Wow,
Oh boy.
this is da-da-da," and you're just sitting there like, oh, you're looking at like your little cheat sheet notes that literally tells you the opposite of what they're saying. Yeah. But just because they're the supervisor, they know better. Yeah.
Well, in my wide venture, and Barry Dingle, why I was laughing when you were talking, Margaret, is because Barry said, I'm scared of her because you know how to fix your own car. He said he's scared of Tanisha. And that's what made me laugh because Barry's stupid. He made me laugh. Barry said, I'm scared of her. And so if y'all see me bust out laughing, it's not because of what you're saying, it's because of what somebody said. And I'm leaving. I used to work at Hardee's. And I remember when I was working at Hardee's, I remember one day my boss was trying to explain to me I had to go to another store because we ran out of biscuit mix, which run out of biscuit mix at Hardee's is a big thing. And so she was trying to explain to me what I was picking up. So I figured the box said biscuit mix that the people gonna hand me when I get there, that's not too hard. She said, Cornell, come here, buddy. Look at this, buddy. See this, buddy? She opens up the box and she pulled a silver packet out, right? And she said, this is what you want to get. The one that says biscuit mix. And man, let me tell you, so she treated me like a dummy. We stayed there for about 20 minutes until she finally got tired and figured out, I think he grasped it. I said, so is biscuit mix gonna be on the outside, the outside the packet? She said, yes. I said, well, biscuit mix not on it. Should I bring that one back? She said, no. I said, well, will biscuit mix be on the outside the box? She said, no, yes, it will. I said, well, suppose they give me two different boxes and one don't say biscuit mix. And so, she'd have to, know who I am and ask some of my friends to interview them to know that I mess with people like that. And I kept her in that parking lot for about 20 minutes until I had to go get the biscuit mix. But yeah, who don't know how to pick up some biscuit mix?
Exactly.
I was like, come on, man. I know how to pick up biscuit mix. So we're ready for Cornell's first one, right? This is my first thing that I hate. And I call this the hooter hunker. People that blow their nose in restaurants. Don't mind me, sir. Don't mind me, sir. Your post-nasal drip really makes my food more appetizing. I'm sitting there trying to eat my food, and they over there blowing their nose. I can't stand that. That makes my stomach crawl. Why they gonna blow their nose in the restaurant? How y'all feel about that? No,
Haven't ran across it.
huh?
Never ran into that one.
I've been one to where, because like right now my allergies are real bad, so I've been one to blow my nose in a restaurant, but it's not loud. If I have to blow my nose, it's going to be quiet. If I have to do a big blow, I'm going to the bathroom. So, I feel you on that one. If people know if you're going to have a little blow or a big blow. So you need to go to the bathroom. It's going to be a big blow where I can hear you 2 tables over.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here trying to eat some catfish stew, and
Good thing you weren't eating no steamed oysters.
oh God, don't even talk about it. I was eating fried oysters. That's why I call that one. I call it the hooter hunker. The hooter hunker blowing his nose while I'm trying to eat my food. Carmen, you are ready for your second.
Oh, did we get Margaret?
I skip. Do I skip Margaret? Margaret, don't let me skip you.
That's okay. That's okay. But my first one is don't lie to me. If I ask you a question after you've given me that answer, that means I already apparently know what I'm asking you and why I'm asking you, and I know what the answer should be. I'm giving you that opportunity to redeem yourself. If you don't redeem yourself, you deal with their consequences, because if you tell me the truth, I can deal with it the way that I need to deal with it. I decide whether I want to keep going with you on that path or I want to sway away from you off of that path. So give me that choice. I just hate when you lie to me.
Yeah.
Anybody else? How you feel about liars?
Same. Same.
Same. All liars have their place in the lake of fire.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you, women have a way of questioning, and that's why, you know, I always wonder, do I need my lawyer when they ask a question? And going back to my grandmother, God bless her. When my grandmother asked me a question, you know, I stop and I say, you know, I think she may have knowledge of this already. So I need to really be careful how I answer, because, you know, they had the internet back then. My grandma had a different kind of internet though. Yeah, girl, I saw him over there. And so, you know, you got to really be careful before you answer. And women are masters. I explained on one of my shows that they're masters of reading body language, because y'all have to raise babies. Y'all spend the time. So the kids, nonverbal communication. Your master's nonverbal communication. So, you know, you might as well tell the truth. Yeah, you might as well tell. You got no choice. You might as well tell the truth. You know, you might as well tell the truth, or learn to cry. Because sometimes if you cry or pass out, that might save you in that situation, guys. Pass out though. Hit the floor. Pass out. I'm just joking. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, guys. Don't fall out. Don't fall out. Don't fall out. So we're ready for Carmen's number 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this recently happened to me at a restaurant, and it also happened to me when I went to my phone company to pay my bill, and I had some issues with my phone. So when I go into a place and the receptionist is either busy with the customer or on the phone, and I'm standing there waiting, and then other people were coming behind me, or someone walked in at the same time I did, when the receptionist is ready or available, they will either overlook me, get the person behind me, or when I address them, I say, "Oh, I thought you came with this person," or "I thought you already served you, and I just saw this guy that came in the door." I'm like, "No, you didn't. You didn't serve me. I walked in. I watched you on the phone for like 5 minutes. This dude just walked in 2 minutes after me. I would like to be serviced." So I hate it when, you know, I walk in and then they'll overlook me and address someone else. And I'm like, still address the customer, even if you think you did or didn't already service them. So yeah, I don't like that.
The overlooked customer. Being overlooked. Anybody else about being overlooked in the store?
Hate it.
I hate that too. You don't want to be ghetto, you know, because you're trying to, you know, because you're out the store. You don't want to be ghetto, but then you say, if one more person go ahead of me, I'm gonna say something. You know, you say one more. If they one more person go ahead of me, I'm gonna say something. You know, and I can feel you on that, Carmen. I can definitely feel you on that. And see, I know Carmen's really a nice person. So, you know, Carmen's gonna be like, okay, it's fine. You know, that's okay. That's all right. It's okay. It's all right. But Carmen, you break the glass after a while, right? In case of emergency, break glass.
No, I addressed it then.
Break that glass after a while.
Bust that window in their car.
Bust that window in half. Yeah, I came in the door, said it before. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Carmen. Rachel. We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Rochelle. Still can't hear you.
Unmute.
Rochelle? Still can't hear you there.
Tamika, the way you leaned over just a minute ago, I thought you was about to do a TikTok show on us. Will you help her?
Yeah, you know, Tamika, let you break it down.
It looks like she's going into Rachel.
I'm trying to multitask. I got my heat press on, and because I'm doing shirts.
You're
as
making
usual.
shirts and talking at the same time. I tell you what.
Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yes.
Yes, we got you now.
Okay.
We got you now.
I
What's
don't know
your
what happened. I think I put too many buttons. My second pet peeve is been a bigger of an issue now because of COVID and everything. But whenever you put in like a mobile order to go get some food or pick some food up, and you have it under your name and everything, you go and you tell them order for Rachel. And they say, okay, they pull it up, you go around to the window, and then you get to the window and they're like, oh, you're picking up for Rachel? Who's Rachel?
They took the
How did
Y
she get
out.
in front of me?
The Y is silent. The Y is silent.
But I just said 30 seconds ago, Rachel. Where did Rachel come from? But that,
Yeah, put
Did
some
they
respect on your
apologize?
name.
Do they apologize for not putting that speck on your name? We used to call me put some speck on the name, right? Put some
Yeah,
speck
put
on
some
my name.
respect on your name.
Put some respect on my name. As the Birdman said. Birdman, if you're watching this now, that was Carmen that said that. So, speck on my name, Birdman. Show up on my show next week. Speck on my name. Yeah. So how you guys feel about that when people you tell the people your name and they still mess your name up? Did she say she was sorry, Rachel?
every time they're like, oh, you're picking up for Rachel, I say, Rachel? Yeah. And they're just like, oh. And hand the receipt over. They don't say nothing.
They broke your name down in the syllables. They broke your name down. They just broke it down.
They did something.
Just broke it down.
I don't know what they did, but they did something.
Broke your name down. Tanisha, they mess your name. They ever mess your name up, Tanisha?
All the time. Now, my first name, not so much. I mean, it gets messed up, but not as much now because people, for whatever reason, now are more respectful. So they call me by my last name. So they'll say Miss, but they'll say Mazak. All the time. They'll say Mazak. And I'm like, no, it's Mazik. So I just correct them because some people are just bad with names. Some people don't have good memories. Sometimes you can tell me a name, I won't even remember in the same conversation. So I'll either call you sweetie or, oh, that's okay, sir, ma'am, or, because I just don't remember names right off the bat. So I just take it and roll with it. I just correct them.
It don't bother me, but my mom, I hate people call her sweetie. Girl, we go out to eat, somebody call her sweetie. Girl, she have a fit, girl. She don't like that. Please don't call me sweetie, ma'am. I don't sleep with you. I see some ladies call you sweetie. That's a southern thing. Yeah, the lady. Margaret, they mess your name up?
All the time. My name is actually in French is pronounced Roku.
Roku.
But in English we call it Rocourt. But every time I turn around, people are saying, Miss Recount. Where do you see recount at in that? I don't see an E. I don't see an N. Every time.
Phonics, boy. Look, the phonics. Them kids need to get the phonics. They're messing up people's name at the drive-through. Carmen, do they mess your name up?
There's some people that will call me Cameron, and I'm like, it's Carmen. And they'll still keep calling me Cameron, and I'm like, yeah, Carmen. Or they'll spell my name wrong. I'm like, Carmen. And so it's like Carmen. Simple. But yeah, they still call me, some, not all, but some will call me Cameron even after I correct them. Now, I do hear some folks with my last name, they'll spell it, and I was like, you got it right. And there's not that many folks who will get that extra D in my last name. Some will ask me to spell it out and I'll spell it, or some will spell it and I'm like, no, it's Sden. But yeah, there's some folks who get the last name correct without me spelling it.
I gotta say this, Cornell. My daughter had an appointment last week, and she had to call me while she was in the office with these folks. The lady calls her her name is Christia. The lady calls her Christina. So she told her, she corrected her, and she said, it's Christia. She said, no, sweetie, your mother spelled your name wrong.
What?
What? Wow.
So my daughter had to call me while she was standing in front of this lady and said, Mom, why did you spell my name wrong?
What?
Wow.
Mama spell your name wrong. See, you talking about mama now. I would have to say her mama too. I forget everything I do, who I am, I forget all that. I'd be like, your mama spell your name wrong. That's right.
She did.
Your mama can spell. We take you all the way back to school. My mama can spell. Your mama can't spell. And
now,
guys,
do you find it harder to correct older people when they say your name wrong?
Say that again.
Do you find it harder to correct older people when they say your name wrong?
I just let it go sometimes, especially if they're older.
I do that too. I have a few people, they can't say Tanisha to save their life, so they'll call me Tisha. A couple of them call me Teresa. I just go with it because it's like, I just go with it.
Yeah.
That's why I just tell people to call me Ray. Like, you can't mess Ray up.
That's correct.
So just call me Ray.
My daughter is named Tamisha. They call her Tanisha all the time.
Oh man.
I can't. I'm laughing because Tanisha made me tickle because that's what old people do. If they can't get you, hey, boy, come here. When you were little, boy, hey.
This one lady, she's related to my husband because everybody around here is related. She can't say my name for nothing, so she just tells me Terry's wife because they know my husband. And there's quite a few people in my community that do that. They go Terry's wife, and I just answer. Hey, that's who I am. So I just answer to it.
Okay.
Beyonce song. Say my name. Say my name. They be butchering mine up. I don't know how you butcher up Cornelius. How you get Cornelius out of Cornelius? You gave me extra syllables. All them extra syllables. Cornelius.
Cornelius.
Yeah. Cornwall. I think Cornwall was on purpose though. Cornwall was on purpose. But I mean, yeah, Cornelius. They tear my name up all the time too. And I found this too, since you mentioned that, Rachel. When they do that, they don't say they're sorry. They don't say they're sorry. No, they don't say, oh, excuse me, man. I'm sorry. Because they never say. I have to start about another thing I hate. I'm gonna add it to my list. But yeah, they never say they're sorry. They never say they're sorry about it. Oh God, Tanisha made me laugh. Y'all make me blow some pipes out. Recount Margaret, that's funny. Oh God. And Teresa, how you get Teresa out of Tanisha? Oh man, the old people is a trip now. Meshing them up. Woo. We're on Tanisha, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Tanisha.
All right. Next thing I hate. I didn't write them down. I had them in my head. Okay, I know what it is. So number 2 thing I hate, not having good customer service. I hate that.
Absolutely.
We are big right now on referrals on Facebook, asking, hey, who do you know that does this? Who do you know that does this? So I try to, support local small businesses because I'm a local small business. My brother has a local small business. So I try to support other people. But If you tell me you don't know and you're gonna get back to me, then get back to me. Or if you just don't know, but you give me an answer that I know isn't right, like at least have the courtesy to say, I don't know, but let me find out for you, and then find out for me and get back to me. So customer service, I hate when you don't have good customer service. It's just, for one, it's just manners. So I guess these people weren't brought up with good manners to call somebody back or leave a voicemail or whatever the case may be. So I don't know, but good customer service is something I hate if you don't have it.
Right.
How y'all feel about that? Good customer service.
That's one of the things that's on my list, very similar to what she said. With the business, especially with people that we know that are in business, and we're trying to give them our business instead of going out to somewhere else and sourcing it out to a stranger. The customer service is just terrible, and a lot of them don't realize that if the word of mouth is your biggest support out there. I say one bad thing about you, the person that heard me say it don't know nothing about you, but they took my word for it. But if I said something good about you, they're going to go look you up and they're going to tell somebody else about you. So it goes both ways. Do you rather the good thing going out there, or do you rather the bad things going out there? Think about that. Your business can never get too big to the point that your customer service don't matter. And a lot of people don't realize that.
That's right. Absolutely. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Carmen, Rachel?
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah. Customer service is big, Yeah, because when you come someplace, you want you want to feel like you get the experience. And like a lot of us, or all of us, have worked in customer service in some way or another. And that if you don't make your customer please, like you got some customers, you're not gonna please them, and that's like that guy cussing me on that phone. And I went and got my coffee because I know he ain't gonna get pleased unless his cable get turned back on, and that wasn't gonna happen that day. So I went ahead and got me some coffee, and I think I got me a donut or something like that, something in the honey bun, not honey bun, but yeah, little chocolate one with a little white filling, but yeah, but definitely, customer service is big. It's big.
Yeah, I did retention customer service, and a lot of them, when they get to cussing you, they don't realize what information you got in front of you. And I had to remind some of them, I had one of them threaten my life on the phone, and I said, "You threatening my life, and you don't know where I'm at?" I said, "But I'm sitting here with all of your information in front of me. I got your address, I got the last 4 of your social, I got your date of birth," and they quickly changed attitude. And a lot of them don't realize that.
That's right.
I'm sitting here with your information. Keep threatening me.
That's right.
You don't know what type of person you got on that other end of that line.
That's right.
Exactly.
I might have a job today, but the same way I came looking today, I might be looking tomorrow.
That's right. Absolutely.
For your house.
Uh-oh. Margaret said cash carry. Margaret said cash carry. Every time I try to get up, they pull me back in. Margaret got a little gangster there. She stuck up there, Yeah, she stuck up there on that one. All right. Okay. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. I'm laughing so much, I'm having a hard time keeping up. So that was customer service. So it's you, Margaret, right?
No, it's on you.
It's on me now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a bypass this one because we kind of talked about that a little bit. But let me tell you what another one of my pet peeves is. The last minute line rusher. The last minute line rusher. That's that person over on the side in the grocery store. No intentions of getting in line, looking at the cooler with the Diet Pepsi and the water and that sweet drink in that thick glass bottle. I don't know what you call it. But over there, like an ambush predator. And as soon as I approach with my Jiffy, crunchy peanut butter, coconut milk, and bread, they lunge out in front of me with their buggy packed to capacity. Even at the bottom, they got stuff on there. Got the rice at the bottom. And do they have common courtesy to tell me, sir, you only have 3 items going in front of me? No. They don't have that courtesy. They just pull up right in front of me. That lunger. I can't stand them people that do that. I hate that when they do that. They were sitting over there the whole time, but now I'm going to the line, and now they take off for the line. I'm very passionate about that because I can't stand that, guys. Probably need therapy for that. Have you guys ever had that befallen you before?
I actually did have that happen recently. And this was in Food Line right by my house. And I had like one of those small carts, like, you know, one of the smaller buggies you get when you're just getting like tonight's dinner and that's it.
Right.
I'm going to standing waiting kind of like in the middle for one of the registers to open up more than the other. And one of the girls at the 12 or less opens up her lane and she's like, go ahead and come over here. And so she starts waving me over and I start to move. And all of a sudden, someone just zips right in front of me. Came out of the ceiling and zipped right in front of me. Like, you, for starters, she was waving me over, not you. So I'm gonna need you to turn back around, go back in the light bulb. Secondly, what's your rush? Leave.
And how much did she have in her buggy? Her buggy was full?
Buggy was full.
That's probably
And of course they be the ones that argue because they want to come to the 12 items or less. And they say, well, it's 12 items or less. And they're like, oh, well, your sign isn't lit up to say just the 12 items part.
Oh, boy.
They can't read. That's the one get your name wrong. Her daughter's the one get your name wrong, and she the one can't read that 12 items or less. Got 66 stuff in her buggy.
Wow. I'm going to have 25 things in your cart. And name your child Grayson Road. You can't say people's name right. Go back in the light bulb. Like, get out of my way.
I'm not gonna lie, there was somebody at the store and we went through shopping and everything, and this was at Walmart. And since all the registers were packed, I didn't go shopping, I took them. They had a buggy filled to the brim. And it was like, well, this register looked open. I said, you can't go there. You cannot go in that line. That's for like, what, 12, 15, 20 items or less. They decided to go in that line, and I walked away. I stood a distance so it won't look like we connected. And like, well, you can't come here. Like, well, I'm already here. Go ahead and ring me up. I gotta go. And the line behind them was so long. That's why I stood off to the side and looked. I said, I already told you. And you said, okay. So I just looked just like everybody else looked. Like, come on, really?
I would have gotten in the car and left him there.
Oh.
Did not win that argument.
Yeah, because they said you're right. You can't tell them they're wrong. You told them. You told them. Don't ma'am, sir. I mean, you're just looking at it and you're guesstimating, because you already counted 12 items in just a little small part of the buggy. They got 12 things in there, So you're like, you already over the limit, sir. I'm glad you're not a truck driver, because if you're a truck driver, they're gonna bust you, because you overweight. You can't go in that line, and they steady going in that line. Steady going in that line, steady going in that line. Yep. Oh my God. I think Tanisha's still working, so we get back to Tanisha. Oh, that's Tanisha. Tanisha slid back in. She slid in like Morris Day. You heard. 777 93 11. Tanisha, you ever had anybody that before? She slid again. I'm so good. No.
Multitasking.
Jules, we got Junior Duncan chiming in now. My boy Jules in. He said corns. What's going on, Junior? Junior's in the house now. All right.
Oh, I try to avoid the grocery store at all costs. I swear I do. It has just gotten so bad since the pandemic. I mean, it was bad before. For whatever reason, it just seems like after the pandemic, the grocery store is just like the worst place ever to go to. Like I try to avoid it at all costs. I really do.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So she said she
I
tried.
really think people be going to the grocery store just to like hang out now. Like it's the hangout spot now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the Walmart grocery pickup. I love doing that. I do the Walmart grocery pickup in a heartbeat. And then if I have to get a few things, I'll go to stores where I know it's not packed at certain times, like Piggly Wiggly in the
Yes.
best place to go to. If I gotta run in and just get paper towels or whatever, I'll go to like Walgreens or CVS somewhere where there's nobody in there, and I'll pay a couple dollars extra just to have that peace of mind versus going to Walmart trying to fight somebody to find some place to park. Then you got to walk a mile in the store. Then you got to walk here and there and everywhere. I'll go to a CVS or Walgreens or Family Dollar or Dollar General or something like. I'll pay $1 extra just to have peace of mind.
Yeah, it's like CVS is being overlooked. I went in CVS and got some tissue. I was like, man, no one
I
is.
bought a pack of paper towels today from Staples. I was in Staples for my mom and dad, and I bought a pack of paper towels for $10. Yep.
Yep.
Because you didn't want to go in. Yeah, because I don't like to go in the big store either. Junior said, hello, ladies.
Hey, Junior.
Hey, Junior.
He's such a ladies man. God, ladies telling him hi. I tell you what. Absolutely. But yeah, I'll try to avoid the big store sometime myself. But I ain't gonna lie. Since Walmart built the little supermarket, I'm hooked, guys. I am hooked. I'm hooked on that little Walmart supermarket now. I don't like the big Walmart, because stuff too spread out, and but I do like the little small. Oh God, Michael Bryant, Bam Mab is on now. Michael Bryant said, "What a bargain!" You said $10 for the paper towel. He said, "What a bargain!"
Hey, especially if that's the only one left and available in any store.
Oh God!
You better get it.
Oh Lord! All right, so where are we at? Who's next? Margaret. Margaret.
The Brady Bunch.
Margaret.
Okay. I'm gonna go back on that line. It's similar to customer service, but not actually customer service. You have a business. I know you. I come to you for a service. Don't classify me like you classified Uncle Joe that came to you and asked you for a discount last week and did not pay you even the discounted price. If I come to you, treat me like me. I didn't ask you for a discount. Don't assume that I'm going to ask you for one and tell me, well, from the start, let me give you somebody else that can do it for you because I can't do it. You don't know what I want yet. Okay? If I come to you, I didn't ask you for a discount. Listen to me. And if you could provide the service, provide it to me like you would provide it to everybody else. Now, if you want to offer me a discount, I eat cheese too. I'm going to take it. But I'm not coming to you asking for it. My thing is, with me and everybody else that have a business, respect the person that has a business. You don't go to Donald Trump asking him to give you a realtor discount. Don't go to the person that you know them just because you know them and ask them for a discount. But then at the same time, don't treat everybody like because you know them that's coming to you as if they are just coming to you for a handout.
That part.
Tenfold.
Exactly.
Tenfold. We got the good cook, Alexis Smalls. Our friend, she said, hi, y'all. She's a confection maker. Anytime you want a cake. You know about Alexis, Rachel. She used to work with us. Yeah, that's Lexi. That's Lexis.
Yep.
She makes cakes and she's on
I've been sharing her cakes and berries on Facebook every damn day.
He's very awesome. Michael Bam Mab says, wow. He said, wow. You blew him out the water with that one, Margaret. But that's true. Stop judging your pocket. And the boy said, hey, don't judge my pocket. You ain't know I got my pocket, boy. Stop judging your pocket. And then don't be coming looking for no discount all the time. I need to get my money. Straight up, right?
That's right.
How y'all feel about that? Y'all guys had any problems with that? I know Tanisha go chime in about that.
Who you talking about? Yeah, people always want a discount. They want a discount. Like if you don't go to Walmart for a discount, you got to pay Walmart up front before you get their product. You gonna pay me up front before you get your product. Don't get me started on some of these people around here.
They want the discount double check right off the bat, straight up.
Triple check.
If you don't give them discount, then they mad. They little mad or they big mad.
Oh, they be big mad.
They be big mad because they
I'm
can't
like,
get
well, if you mad at that, your one t-shirt gonna hurt my business. Feel free to go to somebody else because I'm still gonna make my money.
All right.
And so the price you sell the t-shirts at, like you sold me, you mean to tell me there's people that want them cheaper?
They want them cheaper.
There's some people want them free.
How much you want a custom t-shirt for?
Free?
What the was everybody? Somebody ever asked for a custom t-shirt?
Oh, I done had people say, I want this shirt right here, and I want it like this, and I want this on the front, this on the side, this underneath, this behind the shirt when you can't even see it, all this and that, and I want it for $4.
$4?
Wow.
Jeremy up the street for $4. I said, well, go to Jeremy up the street then, because I'm not doing it.
Or I do it. I do $4 shirts.
You can't even get a shirt at Walmart for $4 now.
I got a magic in here. So send them to me. I got magic markers. I'll hook them up. $4. They want a $4 shirt. They get a $4 shirt. I'll give them $4 shirt. I'll magic marker it to death. Put that permanent magic marker on it. $4?
Or I've had people, don't get me started on this subject. I have people, because I do t-shirts, I have people that send me designs off the internet. They just find random designs and send them to me off the internet. For one, some people will just send me a picture and don't say anything with the picture. I'm like, okay, and what do you want? Like, you just sending me random pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So then two, you want this picture to be 100% exactly like what you see online. That's not my image, what you finding for one. So two, you don't want to spend the $15 plus shipping to get that shirt online, but you also don't want to pay my $12, and it's not going to look exactly like that. It may I get my stuff 99% close online, but if it have a comma or something that's in the right color or whatever. Well, I've had one person return a shirt, and that's about that because it wasn't 100% exactly like they saw it online. That's not my image.
Exactly.
It's crazy. You're lagging a little bit. You're lagging a little bit. Your delay. You got a little delay on your voice when you're talking. It's lagging just a little.
I'm not supposed to get on that subject and rant like that. That's why. That's the universe speaking. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Margaret said the people that want the discount on the business. That's what Margaret said. Carmen, Rachel, you have anything to say about that?
No.
Everybody in agreement about that? Yeah.
No,
Margaret, we feel the same way. We feel the same way. So now Carmen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Carmen.
Okay, so my third thing I have listed, and this is recent. So I had ordered something through the mail, and I sent both items back, and I put the slip, the pictures, everything, sent it in the mail. They received it 2 days later, and then when I received an email, I got a discount for one of the items. I'm like, okay, where's my other item? It was like, well, send us your order sheet and all of that. I was like, I don't have the order sheet, but the slip that I sent had the picture and everything, the information and all. And I sent them pictures of what I had and everything. And it was like, well, we still need the order sheet, but we sent you an email for a gift card for this. And I'm like, can I speak to someone to get this over with? I'm tired of this email back and forth. So I hate the email customer service. Let's go back to the phones. And I understand with the pandemic and, everybody got to, work out their hours or whatever. But I still want to speak to a person because this email back and forth, I'm realizing my frustration, and I'm like telling them, like, come on, man, I received this for one item. Where's my other item? And they're going to send me a 25% discount. And I'm like, so you're telling me the 25% discount replaced the item I sent you? Send me my item back if you're gonna give me a 25% discount. I don't want a 25% discount. Send me my money or send me the item back. You have both. Don't give me a refund for one. Give me a refund for both. And it's annoying. And I got frustrated with the email. I stopped emailing, but I'm gonna email them back because I still want my either my item or my money. So I hate online customer service.
Okay. Online customer service.
Yeah.
So you know what you need to do is get Margaret to go get your money for you, because you remember Margaret told you earlier. Yeah, let Margaret, I came in the door, said it before. I got your phone number. I know where you live at. Looking at your phone number right now.
I need to call you, Margaret.
I got your address. How y'all guys feel about online customer service?
I feel like so many companies are using the pandemic as an excuse to be online only now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I understand to a certain extent, but not only has it been a year into the pandemic, we've also proven that there's so many jobs that can be done at home now. I was scheduling orthopedic doctor appointments from home. So you can send somebody home with a headset to answer your phone calls for your company to do customer service. If they can log onto a computer and answer a email, they can log into a computer and answer the phone. Sitting right in the living room. Like, it's no excuse anymore.
None.
Annoying.
Oh God.
Oh, Junior got you good.
You're right. That's not Junior saying that though. It's who is with Junior. Richard is with Junior, and he says that there's 5 things that he hates, and all starts with the C: Cornell, 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 and Cornell. Okay. All right, Richard. All right, Richard. All right. I'm gonna let that one ride. I'm gonna give Richard some credit on that tonight. I'm gonna let that one ride on it. But you're right. People are hiding behind the pandemic. People are hiding behind the pandemic. You know, they are, and they really need to. Junior's laughing. Yeah, because I ordered a shirt, right? I ordered a shirt. Then they tell me after I ordered the shirt, right? Wait until what they said. They say, please be in observance, you know, because of COVID. So then I said, well, why you didn't tell me that before I ordered the shirt? You tell me that before, you know, I paid for it now. You told me that before I paid for it, you know. And because it was a nice looking shirt, it was a dress shirt, you know. And I said, okay, 10-4, they got me on that one. They sting me on that one. Because Tanisha was on vacation. I said, that's all right. Tanisha will be back next week. That's all. Tanisha will be back next week. And I bet you Tanisha be done give me 20 shirts by the time they send me that one shirt. That shirt must be coming straight from the mother. That shirt must be coming from heaven. That shirt must be stuck in heaven. But yeah, I think they're hiding behind the pandemic. Tanisha, how you feel about that? Online customer service.
Yeah, so it still reverts back to having common courtesy, and that's what a lot of companies are avoiding, having common courtesy and not responding to emails, or they don't have enough. How can you not have enough people working for you because of the pandemic when everybody's still pretty much working at home? You still can answer an email, or at least send an auto reply saying, I got it, and we'll get back with you as soon as possible, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, people are still having the pandemic, just not having common courtesy.
And it seems like they don't want to do any further investigation, so they're sending me the same repeat email over and over and over. And it's annoying.
It really is
annoying. That is annoying. That is annoying. How you feel about them, Margaret?
I feel the same way. Like she said, the pandemic is a lot of excuses for a lot of people and a lot of things. They feel that they can get away with skimming, not necessarily scamming, but skimming people. Okay. They're skimming people because they're like she said, she got 25% when she should have gotten 100% back. And they're not taking the time to do their jobs. Had the pandemic not been going on, they would have still done the same thing. They would have still reacted in the same way. Take, for instance, with me with my job.
Right.
I can do my job sitting in my bedroom, in my bed. I do procurements and contracts. I can do that all day long from my bed. But if you want to pay me an extra couple of $1,000s to go out into another state for me to do what I can do from my bed, then I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to do it any different while I'm out there than I would have done it in my bed. And that's exactly what's going on, is people are just using that pandemic to say that they're doing something different when they're not doing nothing different.
That's correct.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Bam Mab said, I hate that I had 2 more payments on my teeth and they repossessed it during dinner last night.
Oh boy. That's me without his teeth.
And here's Junior again. Preacher's talking more trash. He said a lawnmower jumped my car off the day that I was on the side of 52. And so this is just a public service announcement. Let me check my cup to make sure I know what's in it. That's just a private joke, guys. You know, they'll get it. You know, you got to always check your cup before you know what you're drinking. But yeah, Margaret, I do agree with you. And if they're going to get that extra customer service, then they definitely have to know, if they're going to give you that money for it. Yeah, absolutely. But if not, you're definitely not going to do that for free. That's a lot of work. And just like what Carmen was saying, I agree with it wholeheartedly that, and with Rachel and everybody, they're hiding behind the pandemic. But now, it's getting to a point where you're going to have to start doing business as usual, because now these sharks are rolling out and you're not going to be able to hide behind the pandemic anymore.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Bottom line. So who's next?
Carmen.
I think it's Rachel.
No, I mean, not Carmen, Rachel.
No, me.
Sorry, Rachel.
Rachel.
So my third pet peeve has to do with neighbors. We have in my neighborhood, in front of us and right next to us, these 2 neighbors decided that their families are BFFs. They want to do everything together. They help each other with home improvements and wash the car. Like, you walk out the front door and they're doing something together every single day. And, that's fine and dandy. But what I hate is when you got to somehow bring whatever your little project is together in front of my house and stand in front of the road in my house to have your little BFF shebang bang fixing a 2x4. Like, why can't you be in your driveway out of my way while y'all bond over cement pouring? Like, I don't understand.
They're trying to get you down with them on the cement pouring and everything. Rachel, did you ever think about just maybe going out there with them and pouring some cement? Or no, it's not gonna happen. Okay.
Well, I'll bring Chico out sometimes to walk him, and I'll even try to have a conversation, but it's always like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Blah blah blah, and then they're just right back to each other.
So do they have that stuff in your yard and stuff like that and block your driveway?
Yeah. Like, they'll have the stuff in the yard and then they'll, for some reason, decide to have a conversation in front of the driveway or in front of the house out in the road. But it's 10 seconds ago, you were in your own driveway working. How did you... Can the conversation not happen in the same spot? Yeah.
Once again, you need to get Margaret to go over there. Next time they come in front of your house, just go and get Margaret to come over there in front of the house. Oh.
I feel like you're trying to hire Margaret out as a bodyguard.
Call Margaret on the cell phone and Margaret tell him, I know your number. I know where you're at. How you gotta do?
Got a new job.
Yeah. How y'all guys feel about that? How you feel about that? The infringing neighbor. The neighbor that's got this stuff all in your yard, blocking your driveway. How y'all feel about that?
It don't even have to be a neighbor, just anybody in your way. Like if they, because where I live is country, so people are always in the road for no reason. That's just what people do around here. But if you see me coming, move. You don't have rubber bumpers, move. Now I will slow down. My husband doesn't even slow down. He'll get like right up on him, like he's really gonna hit him because you see this truck coming. So move.
Don't get over. Like the Ludacris song, move.
Move, get out the way. Junior said, Margaret is the hit woman, huh? Yeah, June. Margaret has
Yeah, she knows the address, the last one,
Margaret is the hit woman. Yeah, Margaret the hit woman, June. And she's mercenary for hire. So, just go ahead and call 1-800-mercenary. 1-800-mercenary. But yeah, Margaret said earlier, she said, someone was talking trash to her when she had this job, customer service. She told him, I'm sitting here in front of you with all your information in front of me and your social security number. And when she was saying it, I could hear the Godfather music playing in the background. Yeah, with all your information in front of me. Everything. Forget about it. I could just hear that background, Junior. But yeah, Margaret is the hit man on the screen tonight. Definitely, Margaret. Yeah, so if we have any problems on the show, yeah, tell Richard. I said, keep talking trash. I'm going to send Margaret up for him. That's right. Richard talking that trash. I'm going to send Margaret up for him. Absolutely. Oh, God. I'm laughing so much, man. I'm losing, oh, God, my place.
All I got to do is hop across the branch to cross.
Uh-oh. Hop across the branch to cross. Dang. She rough now. 10-4. So the infringing neighbor. Tanisha said she has that problem. Carmen, do you have that problem with the infringing neighbor?
I just don't like people parking on my grass on the edge. It's not really a big thing, but I just don't like it because when the HOA go around, I have to be the one to fix it. So sometimes they'll park there, but then they'll move their car. And I still don't like it either way because the HOA will have a fit. So
it kills your grass when they park on the edge of your grass?
Mm-hmm.
I never lived anywhere with an HOA. I live deep in the country where people can shoot the shotgun. Yeah, they can shoot the shotgun in the air and walk around the yard and, raise cane and shoot it. I ain't gonna say do a bunch of shooting though. But yeah, you shoot the shotgun in there, but yeah.
You raise a lot.
It's a lot, huh? Your grass start dying, you get a ticket.
Yeah, they'll send you an email.
It send you email.
Yeah. Okay. It's just too much out here.
Junior is crazy. I can't put that up, Junior.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Oh, Junior is so stupid. My God. Oh, God, he's crazy. Okay. All right. So, the infringing neighbor. Junior Duncan said Richard wants to get on the show. Well, Junior, tell Richard that we're going to go ahead and book him for a show next year, the same time. Next year, definitely. We'll get him on next year. Next year, we definitely get him on. Junior, that's what he told me. Okay, absolutely. So, Rachel dipped out. Here comes Rachel back. All right. The infringing neighbor, we talked about that. So, I think is it on me now?
Tanisha.
It's on Tanisha.
All right, something else that I hate. I want to. It sounds bad. I want to say I hate people, but I don't hate people. I love people, but I hate people, and specifically people that don't try to see other people's point of view.
Okay.
So people that have blinders on and they only see their point of view and they don't care about your point of view. They're not trying to hear you, understand you, nothing. Those people I don't like. I don't like those people. I try to be fair and see all sides of all coins because everybody was brought up differently, and how you are brought up in your experiences in the world is how you interpret situations. So people that don't want to see your side, I don't like that.
Yeah.
You hate closed-minded people. Closed-minded people. All right. How do we feel about those closed-minded people? Anybody else have any comments
Yeah.
about closed-minded people?
Hate them.
Yeah.
Hate them. 100%
Yeah.
agree with that.
It's like the media is like the Bible of all things, and everything is true if the media tells you. But then it's like they can tell you a lie today and then cover it, and then or let's say a couple months later, the truth comes out, and then they'll put it out real short so you won't pay attention. I'm like, well, why didn't they say that months ago? So yeah, I tried to have a dialogue with some folks, and it was all like, no, 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 no. I'm like, do your research. I ain't got time to read it. I'm like, and if I share it, they don't want to hear it. If I send a link, they ain't to see it. And I'm like, okay, I ain't even gonna bother. I'll let it go. I just let it go.
They be the ones that tell you to show your sources, and when you do, say your sources are fake. Or it'll be like, oh, this site lies, da 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 da. Okay, but you believe in a YouTube video.
Yes.
Yeah. Or how the vaccine will make you grow a tail. Let me tell you something. If it make you grow a tail, I'm gonna have one soon because I already took the shot. So when I get my tail, I hope I can bark with it too. I
Oh
hope,
my
yeah, I hope so.
gosh.
I got my vaccine. 10-4. That's right. COVID's killing some people out here. And so yeah, there's some people that they're really closed-minded. And you know what? Just like you said, a lot of times where we grow up, and especially from your parents, you start to adopt their views and the things they say, and they may give you good foundation, but everybody needs to have their own opinion after a while, especially when you get to certain things in life. You need to have your own opinion and be able to make your own judgments because your parents not gonna be here all the time, and they give you foundation. And their judgments are based on the life that they've lived and the places they've been. So you have to learn to make your own decisions. And there's a lot of things I can definitely say that my opinion has changed on, as I've gotten older, and that was from information that I received at the time. Because if you stay around a certain group of people and get the information that you receive here, you've never been abroad, you won't understand what's going on abroad. So sometimes you have to talk to some people, and I think it's just as simple as the person that you think doesn't like you and y'all don't get along, people in between you guys are always talking it up. There's a feud going on, but until you talk to that person, you never knew that there really wasn't a feud. They just don't talk to you because you don't talk to them. So they thought that you didn't like them. You thought that they didn't like you. And the whole time it was just coming together and talking. And I think that makes a big difference. And that's kind of like where the country is right now, too. With people divided the way they are because there's people that see things my way or the highway. That's how it is. It's my way or the highway. It's just going to be like that. And so, yeah, I agree with you on that, Rachel. Absolutely. Absolutely. Margaret, do you have anything to say about the closed-minded people, or?
I just see that there's so many people that live in glass houses that don't have mirrors in it. So that's my take on it.
Very philosophical. Live in glass houses with no mirrors. That's right. That's right. Can't see themselves. And Michael Jackson said he's looking at the man in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Looking in the man in the mirror. Mike, you're still relevant, son. You're still talking about your Michael Jackson. Yeah. He said, look at the man in the mirror. So absolutely, we got to all look at the man in the mirror. So Margaret, we're to you, right? Or me?
You.
Or it's
You.
me. All right. Let me tell
Yeah.
you. Let me tell you what mine is, guys. I call this one the Portly Patrol. I'm convinced that there's a secret society that works in retail stores with an agenda to dress all fat people alike. I call it overweight gate. Making skinny people all these cool clothes and got about 3 styles for us. Unless you go to big and tall and finance a shirt because it's so expensive. Got all fat people looking alike, the fat pack, like a fat fraternity. If we're a gang, we ain't got no weapons, just bad knees, high blood pressure, and 4 little Debbie cakes. We already bigger than everybody else, trying to be our own individual, you know, and you had to dress us all alike. Do you always want to know where we are at all times? You know, and they're gonna make me an old man style shirt with a pocket on each side. Just because I'm bigger, that don't mean that I need a pocket on each side. You make it easier to identify me. You can have people passing by, you hear them talking, they'd be like, oh yeah, he went to extra big, he got 2 pockets. So that's one of my pet peeves, that they try to dress all fat people the same way. And so maybe I need to be a designer and start designing some clothing for bigger people. I'm not gonna say fat people, but bigger people. I got a thumbs up for that one. That's right. Somebody out there feel my pain. Yeah, and I said portly because that's what the man used to call me when we used to go shopping, and he'd be at Sears. My grandma, he said, "Oh, he's a portly fella." I said, "Portly." I said, "I can go home and look that up." I see the man calling me portly. I said, "Your mama's portly." That's all I'm thinking. I ain't like that man since then. Portly. I said, "Your mama is portly." But then I saw portly means when I got home. I said, "Okay." He just calling me fat in a nicer way. He called me fat because he wanted to sell me some pants. And all they had was the gray, the blue, and the brown. Oh, yes. But yeah, that's my. So, anybody else have anything they want to say about that?
Nah, I totally agree. I used to be skinny. No, I used to be skinty. I used to be skinty. Yes. Skinty. Where I was 120 pounds pregnant and fat. That was fat for me.
Wow, Margaret.
So, I mean, the closer I got to my 60, the heavier, the more I started picking up weight.
Yeah.
I might feel comfortable in it, but got these other people on the side suggesting how I should dress for them. My body. I dress the way I feel like dressing, but at the same time, if I go in the store and I'll see something that looks good on a skinny person, I might want to wear that, but they don't make it past a size 8. So why is that? It some things look good on some bodies, but then there's some things that can look good on all body types. If it looks good on all body types, why not make it in all sizes? Don't just narrow the choices down just for a skinny person, because the bigger people wear clothes too, and we spend money just like we do. And sometimes gathering, it might take just an inch or 2 more of extra material. That don't mean you have to charge a whole $20 extra for that same outfit.
That's right.
That's ridiculous.
That's right.
I mean, it really is.
Oh, absolutely. I'm bigger, and trying to shop, it's like pretty much the only thing you can see or find for people my size is like tunic dresses.
Yeah.
And every color in the world. I'm not going to live in a dang on tunic dress.
That's
I want
right.
pants and shorts and tops and sweaters.
And it costs you more to get a tunic dress than it costs me, which makes no difference. I mean, you didn't use that much more different material. I mean, that much more material to make hers than you did for mine.
That's right.
Right.
It's the gray area. It's the gray area where they can get you, It's
the closed mind area.
Yeah, it's the gray area, because like I can understand a couple dollars difference, I understand that. Because more fabric. I understand a couple dollars, but I buy fabric too now. I just started buying some fabric too now. So now that I buy fabric, I know I know what's going on. So I'm saying, well, y'all using the same sewing machine, or you got to get a big and tall sewing machine to make my clothes. I said, well, you have to get a big and tall sewing machine, to make so, and here we got somebody coming, chiming in, Jesse Dredson. He says, makes me think of the lyric from Snow the Product. America's obsessed with making everything so big except the clothes. All right, brother. You're right. You preaching now. That's right. Yeah, they got the Texas syndrome where everything's bigger. They'll make everything else big except for the clothes.
Mhm.
You're right. And it shouldn't be that way, because
Correct.
ideally, yeah, we definitely want to get in shape. But the thing is, everybody ain't small. Everybody ain't Ken and everybody ain't Bobby. And I remember growing up in high school, and that was how it was. That I remember I could get some Jams because Jams made a lot of stuff, and Jams were like short sets. You remember expensive short sets, but I remember that IOU. I'll never forget IOU sweatshirts. That was big when we were growing up, y'all. And IOU sweatshirts, extra large, and if you can't fit an extra large, you out. And IOU is what everybody was wearing. Everybody had IOU. And so that's just a pet peeve of mine because they're still doing it. Like things change, and you can find some clothing now, but them boys get their money for their clothes now.
Yes, they are.
They get their money for clothes now. Absolutely.
So I would say
Everything.
I was thinking about my sister. We had a family reunion and I think they ran out of the large or extra large. So, and I think they only had a medium left. So my other sister, she loves she sews. I can't say she loves to sew, but she sews. So she went to the store, bought some purple fabric to match the shirt, sewed it up, and then my sister rocked it to the family reunion. And I didn't recognize that she sewed it until she made a comment. She was like, "Yeah, I sewed this up." I'm like, "How do you sew it up?" And she asked my other sister up her arm. She upped her arm, and you can see the panel of fabric there, but you cannot tell because she kept her arm down. She did everything else, and I'm like, "I did not know you sewed that until you said that." So she made my sister's shirt because they ran out of her size for the family reunion.
And that would have made her feel left out. That would have really made her feel left out to have to go to the family reunion, and everybody else had the shirt on, and then she didn't have it. Yeah, that would really make her feel left out. Absolutely. So kudos to your sister, and maybe I need to get your sister number and call her next time I need some clothes.
Yeah.
Between your sister and Tanisha, they'll keep me straight. That's right. Because Tanisha got me bamming now, got my clothes looking good. But yeah, that's my pet peeve. That's my thing I hate. That's my thing. Who's next, guys?
I am.
Miss Margaret.
Yes. I hate micromanagement.
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 Oh my God.
Micromanagement. Oh God, that could be
It falls back into that line where you said earlier about the biscuits that you had to go get from Hardee's, where she had to definitively tell you over and over again, repeating to you, this is what you get. Micromanaging is just like that. It's staying on top of a person that don't need to be supervised constantly. If you tell somebody what needs to be done, have the faith in them that they're going to do it and can and will do it. Of course, you're going to come back and check and make sure it's being done, but at the same time, give some space in between that. And don't have to go through 5 people up the line just to get one answer down the line. That's ridiculous. Let's say, I'm going to use an example. One of my deployments. I've never been on a deployment where I had too many people above me. They're there, but I've never had to deal with them like that. We speak, we know there, but we don't have to deal with each other because I know my job, you know yours. The job gets done. One job I went on, I'm doing my job like I did on every other job. But the immediate supervisor to me tells me, you can't contact the person that's in that state because they have to go through this person, then that person have to contact this person, that person have to contact that person, then they have to contact me, and then I have to contact you. But wait a minute, the job that I'm doing has nothing to do with all the people in between. It has more to do with me and the person that I contacted over there. And what I need it from that person. And what they need from me. So why do I have to go through all of y'all? Oh, we have to do a little something different. What do you have to do different? But I never can get an answer. So in other words, you just want to be in the loop all the way around, where it's wasting time in order to get the job done. That's basically what micromanaging is doing. It's wasting time instead of allowing the job to get done sufficiently in the time that it needs to be done. And acting as if you can't trust your employee. If you can't trust somebody, then you don't need nobody. You step in that line and you do that job yourself. And it's just ridiculous to me.
Micromanagement. Oh my God, that can be a show for real.
Yeah, that can be a show all on its own.
Oh my God, how do y'all feel about micromanagement?
That's actually what made me go into business for myself. The last company I was working for shall remain nameless, but their manager, it was an insurance company, because I do life and health insurance too. He wanted to, it was a control issue. And he wanted to be in control of every one of those agents in that building. But you don't pay us. You're just the manager of this office to help facilitate. You're like the middle person between us and home office. But you don't write my checks. You don't sign my checks. I'm on commission. I'm a 1099 independent agent. So you have nothing to do with how I get paid. As long as I'm writing policies, what does it matter to you what I'm doing? So and I'm controlling myself. So two controlling people can't work together. So that's what made me go into my own, because I don't even listen to myself all the time. So I'm sure not about to listen to you. So I had to go into business for myself because of my.
I'm sorry.
Oh God.
No, serious. I'm my own worst boss. I'm like, you need to get off of Facebook and get these shirts done, because you're gonna be in here till 12 o'clock. I don't even listen to myself all the time, so I sure not gonna listen to somebody else. So I had to work for myself.
Oh God, that was funny. That was funny. Rachel, I know you got a lot to say about micromanagement.
I tell you, that just needs to be a whole show on its own. Because, oh man, I mean, just where you and I worked together, the management there was just like half the management was in a whole different state. The clients that we were serving was in a different state from that state. And then you want to have daily emails coming from this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, that finally trickle down to you for like one little update. And then they want the floor manager to come around and have you sign a printed out version of the email for whatever reason. I guess just because they can. Like, and it's by the time you actually get to do your job, you're having to sit there and like read a screen of emails saying, okay, well, this manager said I can say this, but this one said I can't, but this one overrides them all. And then none of them talk to each other on top of that.
Wow.
Like, you can literally get on the same subject on the same day 3 different emails from all 3 managers that say completely different things. But all 3 of them want to like sit you in their lap while you do the job and walk you through it.
Oblivious. They're oblivious. You're right. You're right.
I ain't got time for it.
You're right. Carmen?
Where do I begin? Because my micromanager, um, it's a trip. I don't know where to begin because there's so much. Um, okay, I'll say this. If someone has an issue, me being in having a tenure in my role, understanding how things work, what the process is and everything. If someone doesn't understand something or get their way, they'll reach out to my manager and my manager will, come to me, ask questions. I'm like, okay, I know how the system goes. It does this, this, and that. I'm getting questions with the 11 things, and I'm like, you're part of the process too. Try it. So it's just, that's one is another instance. Definitely want to be on every single email. So I was like, okay, I'll put you on every email. And once every email comes through, oh, I got a lot of emails coming through. Well, you asked for it. Got it. So, but right now I'm feeling a bit relieved, getting the things done at this moment because uh, they're on a vacation. So I get to complete what I would like to complete without any extra distractions and stuff. Because most times everything's feel like it's a priority or on fire. I'm like, that's not a priority, but it can get done, but it's not number one. So yeah, everything has to be number one. Oh, stop doing that, do this. This is number one. I'm like, how? So yeah, it's a trip. I got more, but it's a trip.
And the only thing I got to say about micromanagement is this: if you got to watch everything I do, why you hiring me?
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line. If you got to watch everything I do, everything I do, everything I say, why you hire me? Because to me, it's so laborious to follow me around all day and figure out what I'm doing. Your customer's happy. The job getting done, the work getting done. Why you hire me? You hire me because I'm competent. And then you spend all day trying to prove I'm incompetent. So you don't have to give me no more money, But micromanagement, I can't deal with it. I think the older you get, I mean, and I don't have to be the older you get. I just think that some people just can't deal with micromanagement. And I mean, for me, I'd rather have somebody that's not nice, but let me do my job than have somebody that's my buddy and micromanage me.
Yeah.
I'd rather have somebody. They don't have to like me. They don't even have to say hi. We don't have to drink coffee together. We don't have to eat donuts together. They never have to bring me a donut. They never have to wave at me. After work, they can get in their car and don't wave, don't blow the horn. But as long as they allow me to do my job, that's fine. But somebody buddy with me and gotta be over me, everything I do, oh man, I can't. No, you can't get your work done because you start second guessing yourself after a while. You start, did I do that right? Did I do that? And you start, forgetting processes because you saying, well, you got to allow somebody to get a pattern down the way they do things. When you first come, you're learning. People will show you, but then you get your own way of doing things. And once you get a pattern down, you're fine. But then they'll come and tell you that no, you're not doing. They'll change the pattern. If they see, and I have been in places where they've seen us too happy doing our work, and it was so much work, but yet we were so happy in getting the work done that they tried to change the whole process and demand more. And I'm like, these people crazy. I said, we'll make them think that we can do more than we doing now. I said, we here all day. And then they don't want you to be there after hours because they don't want to pay you overtime. So I said, oh, they crazy. Later for now. So anytime things get real bad, I just go take a break in the bathroom. Or I'll go take a smoke break, and I don't smoke. That's right. I learned to take smoke breaks now. Hey, people talk about taking a smoke break. Listen, I'll go stand up in the designated smoking area and chew some chewing gum. That's one part. Hey, I tell you, I'm taking my smoke break. I'm gonna take my smoke break. 10-4. That's right. I'll go chew chewing gum. That's right. I'll go take me a smoke break, a mental health break.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
I
think
will take a walk around the building to just just take a walk.
was that everybody's number 5?
I think 3.
That was still number 3?
Yeah.
No, I think that was 4.
Oh, I
Or
haven't
maybe
got
we're
to.
starting on 4.
We're about to start 4.
We're starting
Okay.
on 4. We're starting on 4.
I lost count.
All right, yeah. We're gonna probably do a part 2 to this show. What y'all think? We do one more and do a part 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because it's a good show, but we can definitely come back and do a part 2 and finish it up. You know, we don't have to discuss this next one. Everybody can just give their number 4 if you want to. We can just give our number 4. And number 5, there go Margaret coming at warp speed. Margaret, ain't nobody bothering you. We know you got our phone number, and we know you know where we live at. Margaret, we said we're gonna do. We're already at about an hour and 35 minutes. We said we're gonna go ahead and probably do another show to finish this up. It's been a very good conversation. Very good conversation. I've enjoyed it, and I mean that means that we're at what? We're at 4 and 5.
Yeah, 4 and 5 left.
4 and 5 are left. Okay, so everybody's got 4 and 5 left. So do y'all want to come back and just do number 4 and 5 and stop right there tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm down for a part 2.
It's same time next week.
Same time next week.
Same bat
It'll be our
time.
little
Same
weekly
back
venting
time, same
session.
back channel.
Same bat. See that? Go ahead, Tanisha. Tanisha younger than me. She knows same bat time, same bat channel. What do you say? That's old people chilling right there. That gal got good reasons. Yeah. You got good reasons. Well, we thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And we are going to have a part 2 this same time next week. Tune in, man. We've had some wonderful, wonderful discussion tonight. We've had some great people that have chimed in. Junior Duncan, Jesse Dredson, we thank you. Bam Mab, that said probably the one that took the cake tonight. I hate that I had 2 more payments on my teeth and they possessed it during dinner last night. But we're gonna go and take a collection up so Bam Mab can get his teeth back. Definitely
He don't need it back. He need to do like me.
Yeah,
Just go without it.
go without it, huh?
Go without it.
Yeah, but you cuter than Bam Mab, Margaret. So yeah, guys can't go without teeth. See, let me get by. Y'all can just let your hair out and just do that. But no, we gotta keep our teeth on. When we start losing our teeth, we start losing ground. You lose all your teeth. I don't mind losing the edge, but if I start
I
losing,
had to pay for that teeth and gave it back.
girl, shut up and stop.
I paid for that teeth and then put it in the drawer. It wasn't me. It just wasn't me.
You only pull it up for special occasion, huh?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you, huh? It's a gold tooth?
Nope.
Girl, you know what I did? I bought a $500 gold tooth when I was younger. The dentist sculpted it. Had a C in it, but it used to make me lisp and make me gleek all the time, So I was spitting on all the girls and lisping, but I looked cool. You couldn't tell me I wasn't cool. And so, but every time I talked to them, and so, what's your name is?
Mike Tyson.
I was Tyson all day long. And if Mike Tyson is watching this, my name is Rafael Fernando. So if you're looking for the person that said that, Mike, Rafael Fernando. Definitely. 4 and 5 is super. All right, Jesse Dredson. He said 4 and 5 is the super finale. That's right, brother. That's right. And so yeah, we will come back for 4 and 5 next week. But yeah, and I chewed it up in a candy bar. Girl, I was sick for days. Because it had Polydent on it, and you stick it in with Polydent, and I chewed it up in a Snickers bar.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, I was so sick. I didn't. Thank God I didn't swallow it. But I mean, I knew immediately when I started chewing it. I said, "Snickers ain't that crunchy." All my gangster was gone in the Snickers bar.
I'm sorry.
I should never eat Snickers no more. With that story, and hearts breaking all across America because my gangster was never born and the Snickers bar stole my glory. We hope y'all have a wonderful night. We thank these women for coming out tonight. Margaret Roquart. Oh, I almost messed your name up. You see that? Recount. I'm messing your name up. Margaret Roquart, aka.
I know you better leave her alone before you not here next week, Cornell.
I'm serious. I'll be here next week. You know your number. I know where you live at.
Secret assassin.
Higher.
We're going to host the finale by ourselves, and you keep going on.
Carmen Gadsden.
I know where Park at too.
You know where the parking spot at and everything.
She know
no Park.
She said she knew where Tupac at. She probably knew where Jimmy Hoffa at too. She knew where everybody at. At Tanisha Boutique. And next week when we come back, Margaret Roquart will tell us a little bit more of where Tupac is. So remember that. Have a wonderful night, guys.
Good night, everyone.